Okay, everybody. So, thank you first of all very much for your great responses to the papers and to the discussion, and keep up the good work. Also, happy Easter. Hope you're having a great Easter regardless of your faith. I just hope you're having a really good weekend. Let's get to it. Week 2, keep up the great work. I know we're isolated. I know some of you can't see your families. I know some of you can't see your friends, but we will get through this together. Now, you have a paper due. Number 1, please choose a paper that you feel the strongest about. Look at these subjects. It's on Blackboard. You have to choose one subject, one of these topics to write a paper on. Instructions are on Blackboard. My strongest suggestion, pick the topic, read them carefully. Don't just, oh, I'll just pick the first one, whatever. Pick the one that you are the most interested in. That will absolutely help you write the paper, and that will shine through in your writing. Now, procrastination kills us. Most of us know this, but the research shows this. Let me show you a little bit of what the research says, okay? And the citations are right there. 90% of college students procrastinate, and this is surprising. Students who actually have a low GPA will spend 2 hours studying for a class per day. Well, that doesn't sound like procrastination. They are procrastinating. They're procrastinating during that day. Didn't make sense to the researchers at first, but this is what they do. Not paying attention in class. Don't really have class online here, Todd. What are you talking about? Not paying attention to the discussion board, not really reading the topics carefully, waiting till 10 p.m., 11 p.m. before you log into Blackboard and seeing what you need to do. Oh my gosh, I got all this to do, so I'm going to start working now. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're stressed. You can procrastinate in one day. A lot of my folks start studying at midnight or what have you. Should have done it earlier in the day. So procrastinators actually end up being more busy because they didn't plan their time. They're now stressed and they're rushing, and stress causes us not to be able to think that clearly. Okay? It increases anxiety. This has been proven by the Anxiety Institute. 3.5 hours per day we are wasting on procrastination. These are not out of my brain. These are not opinions. These are facts from the research cited right there. So, depressing Todd, thank you for depressing me. What do we do about it? 15-minute rule. Try this with this paper. I pretty much guarantee you, maybe take some of you a little bit longer, but just give it a try. I'm going to write 15 minutes starting today on this paper per day. Maybe it'll take you a little bit longer. Todd, I didn't get all the paper done by Friday with 15 minutes per day. You'll be surprised how much you do get done. Now, I don't include that 15 minutes on choosing the topic and reading the instructions for the paper. I'm talking about once you understand what the topic is, you've chosen it. Once you understand how much you need to write, then actually sitting down, I'm going to start writing. Write for 15 minutes. Stop. Write another 15 minutes the next day. Or, you know what, Todd, I'm going to do 30 minutes per day. Fine, whatever. Just do a chunk per day. You'll save time, I promise you. You'll get the paper done more easily because you'll think about what you wrote that night, and when we sleep, we actually learn. We can't learn and we can't function if we don't sleep. We always do better. I did something today, thought about it. I'm going to go back the next day, look at what I wrote. Oh, I can correct this, correct that. Spend another 15, 20 minutes, sleep on it. You'll write the paper much more quickly, much less stress. It'll be better. Give it a try. You will have a higher GPA as well, I promise you. Now, guidelines. APA guidelines are in Blackboard. Read them carefully. I know in every class, Todd, what about the APA citation? APA sometimes say cite your references this way. APA says citations, cite your references that way. These are the two standard ways to do your APA citation. I'm not that concerned as long as you use one of these techniques. Last name first, include the year, alphabetical. I'm not that concerned about your title page. I'm not overly concerned about your APA citation, though just choose one of these types of techniques. And the APA citation is right there on Blackboard as well. but I'm mostly concerned about what you write in the paper. Okay? Make it your own, follow the instructions, grammar check, use that. Also, spell check, use that. No excuse to misspell words these days because in my day, we didn't have spell check. Had to use a dictionary. Much more hard. Typing on a typewriter, using whiteout. You guys have computers, okay? Next. Plagiarism, don't do it. We have an outstanding plagiarism checker at WCU. I will say this about WCU, they give us technology. I know sometimes we struggle with it, but they have a very strict plagiarism code. Not only is it not within the rules of WCU, you can't do it, doesn't allow plagiarism, but it's also illegal. So just don't do it, okay? If you're citing somebody else's words, just quote it out. Use APA guidelines. I'm talking, so-and-so quotes, B.F. Skinner states, quotation, and just do that. There's no reason to plagiarize. You can speak another person's words as long as you say that you're doing it within the paper. Now, it can't be the entire paper, but as long as you are citing somebody else's words, just admit it in the paper and you are safe, okay? When in doubt in submitting your paper, Todd, Blackboard doesn't seem to be working. This really sucks. I can't figure it out. I called Blackboard help. Something's wrong. I don't know. I wrote the paper. When in doubt, email me. 100% of the time you email me something, I will email you back and I'll say I got it. If I didn't email you back, then that means I didn't get it. Have no question, no problem with you emailing me work, okay? Finally, continue to bear with us. I know that there's questions, there's stuff going on with this Blackboard. Continue to bear with us. We are working through it. Thank you for your patience on that. And again, you can email me or call me anytime with your problems. More videos to come on the material itself. Keep doing a great job. Keep doing what you need to do. Respond to your discussion board. Do the things you need to do. I really appreciate it. Talk to you soon.